Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day to our respectful lecturer, Dr. Mazin Azizan. So today our group will be presenting our video appraisal assignment on the movie that we have chosen. For chapter 2 on perception, self and communication, we have chosen the movie Mulan. And for chapter 6 on interpersonal communication, we have chosen the movie Joy. Our group members consist of FIKRUL Imran, me myself, Muhammad Shukri, Muhammad Iskandar, and also Muhammad Faris NUR'NUQMAN. So without wasting any time, let's proceed with the presentation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is FIKRUL RIZAL, and today I am going to present about the difference in perception that happened in Mulan. People's perception can differ a lot based on their cultural background. In the world of Mulan, men are usually born with chi, which grants them strength. This creates the perception that men are always stronger than women. As such, when women are born with chi, they are called a witch.
The Emperor will be mine to kill. You have proved useful, witch.
Not witch. Warrior. I could tear you to pieces before you blink.
But you won't. Remember what you want. A place where your powers will not be vilified. A place where you are accepted for who you are. You won't get what you want without me. When I found you on the desert steppe wandering alone, you were exiled. A scorned dog.
In the video clip, we can see Borikan talking about his plan with Zhang. He said that she is useful, but also called her a witch. This prompts Zhang to grab him by the neck and say that she is not a witch, but instead a warrior. Borikan then said that she won't kill him because he promised her equality once he conquered China. This shows the difference between the perception of society and Borikan towards Zhang. Society considered women like Zhang as weak and can only bring honor through marriage. So when Zhang was born with chi and her power was discovered, she was labeled a witch and exiled by her home. Borikan, on the other hand, perceived her differently. Even though he calls her a witch, he still considers Zhang as a strong and beneficial addition to his army. He even promised her a home where she will be considered as an equal after he conquered China. This kind of gender discrimination can be found in real life a lot in the Malaysia workplace environment. A news report by AZWA 2021 reported that Kuantan Parliament member Fuzia Saleh admitted that Malaysia is still quite behind in terms of gender equality. She stated that sexual harassment towards women are still happening quite often and is not completely addressed. And that is all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Muhammad Shukri, and I will continue the presentation on the second component for chapter 2 on perception, self and communication, and it is the errors that we make in our perceptions. Pearson in his textbook addressed two major errors that we often make in our perceptions, and they are stereotyping and prejudice, and also first impression. So stereotype is basically an oversimplified belief about a group of people, and prejudice is an attitude that is formed without an actual reason. Meanwhile, first impression is when people compare a new person that they met to themselves as they make their own first impression of that person. So to relate to the movie Mulan, during the timestamp 21 minutes and 21 seconds, it portrayed a stereotype component which shows that women cannot be leaders and they also cannot fight in wars. To further elaborate and relate to the scene in the movie, Mulan got scolded by her father when she wants to replace her father in the war against the Ruran soldiers. Mulan, she is not allowed to replace her father to serve the emperor because she is a woman. And she's sort of slightly insulted by her father when her father told that she has to know her place.
I am the father. It is my place to bring honor to our family on the battlefield. You are the daughter. Learn your place.
And women are only supposed to get married in order to bring honor to the family. This action or this scene has led to a prejudice where rough women like Mulan, they are looked down by the villagers in the village and even in the emperor's country. And the villagers and the society, they call the women who possess man traits like Mulan as witches. As for first impression component, to relate it to the movie, during the timestamp 55 minutes and 45 seconds, Mulan had this first impression of all the other men in the training camp that she thought everyone is brave, so she have to act like she is brave in front of all the other men. And as when she first know her colleagues, she thought that they are all brave and strong, and she acted like she is strong. But eventually, everyone seems like they are scared when they have to suddenly join the war against the rural soldiers. And here Mulan then promises that she will protect them all, and she told that they should also protect each other. And to relate to my personal experience or life experience, for stereotype, I have people have this stereotype of men should be good at driving manual cars and they should have manual license instead of automatic license. And my license is actually an automatic one, and people think that men who take automatic license or automatic car license are less brave or less skilled in driving. And when my friends or other people know that my license is an automatic one, they think that I am not as good as they are at driving. And my personal experience related to first impression. So back then, when I first settled down in college, I saw that everyone's outfit is stylish and they are worth taking pictures or Instagram worthy. So I reflect on that clothes that they have, and I also reflect to the clothes that I have. So I bought some new ones to also join the trend and leave some good impression on the other people. But then I realized that I should be grateful with what I have, and I do not need to always impress everyone every time. Thank you. I'll pass the presentation to my next group members.
Okay, next I'll continue with possibilities for improvement in communication. Firstly is bargaining. Bargaining basically means negotiating terms and conditions of a transaction, but it could also be used by negotiate to get what you want and to negotiate to get something done. Okay, next is learning communication skills. You can learn communication skills such as be an active listener and also understand more about the people who you are talking to. Lastly is maintaining behavioral flexibility. For example, when you are angry, you tend to do things that you are not supposed to do. So you need to tone it down. That basically maintaining behavioral flexibility. Okay, next. The possibility for improvement in communication in movie Joy. I would like to highlight bargaining. This is because in timestamp 1 hour 12 minutes 55 seconds to 1 hour 40 minutes 30 seconds, it shows that Joy, the main character, went bargaining to get a chance to be on television to promote her products. So basically in this scene, Joy, the main character, went to meet Niall, who is an executive for a television channel which is famous in selling various products. This is because when one of the bestsellers of that channel, which is Todd, who are tasked to promote the suffering mop that Joy designed by herself, Todd failed to give a good impression to the buyer. This is because he doesn't know how the mop works, and that made Joy furious. In addition, previously, Niall promised that the mop will be bought by many people and demanded her to make 50,000 of those mops to make sure that it is enough supply for the buyer. However, because of Todd's failure, Joy suffered a lot of loss, and make her debt increases. However, after long bargaining with Nile, Joy get a chance to promote her mom on television. Okay, next I'll continue with my experience in bargaining. So basically, this happened when I was in Form 4, if I'm not mistaken. It was when I bargained with my additional mathematics teachers. So basically, I bargained with her to get 1 mark so that I could be graded C. Eh, I could be graded E, not fail, because I'm not so good with mathematics. More so, additional mathematics. So I began with her for quite a long time, and finally the teacher gave me increase of mark, and she asked me to do better for the next exam. And that's my experience in bargaining. That's all for me.
Assalamualaikum to Dr. Mazlin. Today I continue the presentation by presenting about friendship in interpersonal communication. As stated by MSG Management Study Guide, friendship is an unconditional interpersonal where individuals enter into their own sweet will and choice. It is a relationship where there are no formalities and individuals enjoy each other's presence. And from movie Joy, there are 3 types of friendship that can be found in movie. But I'll pick the best, which is best friend. Best friend. From movie Joy, Joy has been facing a lot of problems. From a divorce to she has to switch from morning shift to night shift, which she can't do that because she needs to take care of her children, her grandmother, and her mom. Until one day, she decided to invent a self-ringing mop to help other households do chores with ease. During her lowest point, Jakey, as you can see in the slides, she always be there for Joy. And both of them has been a friend since they were a kid. And in the timestamp, around 1 hour, 17 minutes and 50 seconds to 1 hour, 18 minutes and 55 seconds, this is where Joy's best friend, Jakey, help her while she's freezing in front of the camera. Jakey made a friendly call to help her friend gain the confidence, promote her invention to the audience. By doing that, Joy gained her confidence back and was able to make sales. I think approximately around 50,000 unit. Jakey and Jakey is a friend who was there when Joy's in a difficult time, and she's willing to do anything for a best friend. And speaking of a best friend, I do have one. I've known her since my diploma days, which is in 2019, I guess. She's very kind, understanding, and always have time whenever I said or I text her, "Hello, free." And then she will reply with, "Yes, free, why?" And then I'll reply with a word, which is gossip, and she immediately know that uh but no know about the thing that I'm going to tell her. Or I'm going to have a gossip session with her. And I know that we've been known for 4 years and it is not like Joy or and JK in the movie. All I can say is I can trust her and tell her everything that I need to share with a friend. And yeah, she's a good friend. I think that is all from me. And that is all from us. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.